What if the tiredness you blame on age is not age at all? What if the afternoon crash, the cravings after dinner, the swollen feeling in your face, the stiff joints, the brain fog, and the belly that will not move are all coming from one daily signal your body keeps receiving? Sugar, not just candy, not just dessert. I mean the sugar hiding inside sweet drinks, breakfast cereal, flavored yogurt, white bread, pastries, sauces, snacks, and the foods that turn into sugar quickly after you eat them. Now here is the part most people never hear. When you stop eating added sugar for just 14 days, your body does not simply eat less sugar. It starts changing fuel systems. Your blood sugar becomes more stable. Your insulin can begin to calm down. Your hunger signals may change. Your body may release stored water. Your energy after meals may feel different. And for many people, the hardest part is not day 14. It is the first 3 days. Because that is when your body realizes the quick fuel is gone. In this video, I will walk you through what may happen inside your body when you stop eating added sugar for 2 weeks, why cravings can get worse before they get better, what changes you may notice first, and how to do it without turning the next 14 days into a miserable punishment. And please remember, this is educational, not medical advice. If you have diabetes, take glucose-lowering medication, use insulin, are pregnant, or have a medical condition, talk to your doctor before making major diet changes. Now let's start with the first change. The first thing many people notice after cutting sugar is not instant energy. It is noise. The brain starts asking, where is my usual treat? Where is my sweet coffee? Where is the snack after lunch? Where is the little reward at night? That does not mean your body needs sugar. It means your body has learned to expect fast sugar. Every time you eat a sweet food, blood sugar rises. Your body responds with insulin, the hormone that helps move glucose out of your blood and into your cells. If that rise is sharp, the fall can feel sharp too. And when blood sugar drops, even if it is not medically dangerous, the body can interpret that dip as a signal to eat again. That is why sugar can create a loop. You eat sugar. You feel better for a moment. Blood sugar rises. Insulin responds. Blood sugar falls. Then the brain asks for sugar again. It can feel like hunger, but often it is a rebound signal. When you stop added sugar, that loop starts losing power. But at first, it may push back. You may feel cravings. You may feel irritated. You may feel like one cookie is negotiating with you from across the kitchen. That is normal. For many people, the strongest cravings happen in the first 72 hours. After that, the signal often starts getting quieter because blood sugar is no longer being pulled up and down all day. This is why the first goal is not perfection. The first goal is to break the roller coaster. The second change is hunger. Sugar does not simply add calories. It can make you want more calories. When meals are built around sweet drinks, refined flour, cereal, pastries, or snack foods, they can digest quickly. You may feel full for a little while, but the fullness does not last because the meal does not provide enough protein, fiber, and healthy fat to keep the signal steady. So you eat breakfast, then need a snack. You eat lunch, then crash. You eat dinner, then still want something sweet. When you remove added sugar and replace it with real food, hunger often becomes calmer. Not because you are starving yourself, but because you are finally giving the body food that takes longer to digest. A meal with eggs, Greek yogurt, fish, chicken, tofu, beans, vegetables, avocado, olive oil, nuts, or seeds sends a different message than a sweet coffee and a pastry. One burns like paper. The other burns like a steady candle. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make when quitting sugar. They remove sugar, but they do not replace it with enough real food. Then they feel terrible and assume their body needs sugar. Often the body does not need sugar. It needs a better meal. If you want the 14 days to work, do not just take something away. Build a plate that can carry you. Protein first, fiber second, healthy fat third. That combination makes the whole experiment easier. The third change is the after-meal crash. Many people think feeling sleepy after eating is normal. Sometimes a little relaxation after a meal is normal. But if lunch makes you feel like your brain has been wrapped in a wet towel, your blood sugar response may be part of the story. High sugar and refined carb meals can create a fast rise in glucose. The body responds. Then energy can dip. The result is fatigue, brain fog, irritability, or cravings 2 hours later. When you stop added sugar and reduce refined carbs, meals often become more stable. You may notice that after eating, you can keep working. You do not need the emergency coffee. You do not get pulled into the snack drawer at 3 p.m. This does not happen for everyone at the same speed. Sleep, stress, hydration, medication, and overall diet all matter. But many people notice one simple shift. The day feels less like a roller coaster, more even, less dramatic, less controlled by cravings. And that is a powerful sign. Now let's talk about the scale, because this is where people get confused. During the first week without added sugar, some people lose weight quickly. But a lot of that early change may be water. Here is why. When your body stores carbohydrate, it stores it as glycogen in the liver and muscles. Glycogen holds water with it. When you reduce sugar and refined carbohydrates, the body uses some of that stored glycogen and water can be released. That is why your face may look less puffy. Your rings may feel looser. Your waist may feel less tight. Your ankles may feel lighter. Your clothes may fit a little differently. But be careful with expectations. Not everyone drops dramatic weight. And rapid water loss is not the same as pure fat loss. The early water change can be motivating, but the deeper goal is metabolic stability. After the first week, if you keep eating real food and stay consistent, the body may begin relying more on stored fat for energy. But that depends on your total diet, your activity, your sleep, and your calorie intake. The point is this: the first week often changes fluid. The second week often reveals whether your habits are changing. Another common change is less bloating around the midsection. Sugar and refined carbohydrates can affect the belly in several ways. They can increase cravings. They can encourage overeating. They can feed patterns that worsen insulin resistance. They can contribute to fatty liver over time when intake is high, especially from sugary drinks and frequent sweet foods. And they can make people feel puffy or inflamed. When you remove added sugar for 2 weeks, many people notice their stomach feels less swollen, especially after meals. This does not mean belly fat disappears in 14 days. But the pressure, puffiness, and water retention may improve. One important point: fruit is not the same as candy. Whole fruit contains water, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds. Fruit juice is different because it removes much of the fiber and makes sugar very easy to drink quickly. So for this experiment, the target is added sugar and liquid sugar first. Soda, sweet tea, sweet coffee drinks, energy drinks, juice, candy, cookies, cakes, sweetened yogurt, breakfast cereal, packaged snacks. Do not start by fearing blueberries. Start by removing the foods designed to keep you eating more. The next change may surprise people. Mood. When blood sugar is rising and falling all day, mood can ride the same elevator. Some people become anxious when they are hungry. Some become impatient. Some feel mentally flat. Some feel emotional and do not connect it to food at all. Sugar is not the only cause of mood changes. Life is complicated. Stress, sleep, hormones, work, relationships, and mental health all matter. But unstable energy can make everything harder. When you remove added sugar and eat steadier meals, mood may become less reactive. The small things may feel a little less sharp. You may have more patience. You may feel more mentally clear. It is not magic, it is signal quality. The brain is an energy-hungry organ. When the fuel signal is chaotic, the mind often feels chaotic too. The next visible change can show up in the skin. High sugar intake can influence inflammation and insulin signaling. For some people, this may affect oil production, breakouts, puffiness, and dullness. When sugar intake drops, some people notice their face looks less swollen. Their skin looks calmer. Breakouts may reduce. The skin may look a little brighter because the body is no longer dealing with the same constant sugar load. But again, we need to be honest. 2 weeks is not enough to reverse every skin issue. Acne can involve hormones, stress, skincare, sleep, and genetics. But removing added sugar is one of the cleanest experiments you can run because it removes a major dietary trigger for many people. Take a photo on day 1. Take another on day 14. Do not obsess over it. Just observe. The body often speaks quietly before it speaks loudly. Now let's talk about stiffness. Many people wake up feeling tight. Fingers stiff. Knees stiff. Back stiff. Feet stiff. They assume it is just age. Sometimes it is. But inflammation, blood sugar stress, poor sleep, low movement, dehydration, and ultra-processed foods can make stiffness worse. Sugar can contribute to inflammatory patterns in the body, especially when it is part of a diet high in refined carbohydrates and processed foods. When you remove added sugar, some people notice less morning stiffness. They move easier. Joints feel less heavy. Their body feels less sticky. This does not mean sugar is the only cause of pain. It does not replace medical evaluation. But if your body feels less inflamed after 2 weeks, that is useful information. Your body is giving you feedback. One of the biggest hidden benefits of quitting added sugar is what happens in the liver. The liver is where much of the body's sugar processing happens, especially fructose, the type of sugar found in table sugar and high fructose corn syrup. When sugary drinks and sweet foods are coming in every day, the liver has to deal with that load. Over time, high intake can contribute to fat buildup in the liver. When you stop added sugar, especially liquid sugar, you reduce that burden. This does not mean your liver becomes brand new in 14 days, but it does mean you stop pouring fuel onto the problem. For many people, the most powerful first step for liver health is simple. Stop drinking sugar. Do not drink your dessert. If you remove only one thing for 14 days, remove sweet drinks. That single change can reshape the entire day. As sugar drops and meals become steadier, many people report better focus. Less fog, fewer crashes, more stable attention, less need for constant snacking. Some of this comes from steadier blood sugar. Some may come from better sleep. Some may come from eating more protein and minerals. Some may come from reducing ultra-processed foods that were crowding out real nutrition. Your brain does not need constant sugar snacks to function. It needs stable energy. When you stop feeding the brain quick spikes, it may begin to feel less demanding. A useful question to ask during the 14 days is, do I feel hungry or do I feel unfocused and trained to snack? Those are not always the same thing. Now let's make this practical. The first 3 days are where most people quit. Not because they are weak, but because their routine was built around sugar. Morning sweet coffee, midday snack, afternoon treat, dessert after dinner, late night bite. So when sugar disappears, the day feels empty in strange places. Here is how to make the first 3 days easier. First, eat enough protein at breakfast. Do not start the day with a tiny meal and expect willpower to carry you. Have eggs, Greek yogurt, tofu, fish, chicken, protein-rich leftovers, or another protein source that works for your diet. Second, add minerals. When people reduce sugar and refined carbs, they may release water, and with water, they may lose electrolytes. That can make them feel tired or headachy. Foods rich in potassium and magnesium can help. Leafy greens, avocado, beans, pumpkin seeds, nuts, salmon, mushrooms, and mineral-rich whole foods. Third, drink water. But do not only drink water. Unsweetened tea, sparkling water without sugar, black coffee if you tolerate it, or water with lemon can help replace the habit of sweet drinks. Fourth, plan the danger hour. For many people, cravings hit after dinner. So do not leave the night empty. Make tea, brush your teeth, take a walk, prepare a high-protein snack if needed, such as plain Greek yogurt or a boiled egg. The goal is not punishment. The goal is not giving the craving an open door. Fifth, sleep. Poor sleep makes sugar cravings louder the next day. If you want to quit sugar, protect your bedtime like it is part of the diet. Here is a simple 14-day version. Days 1 to 3. Remove liquid sugar and obvious sweets. No soda. No sweet coffee drinks. No juice. No candy. No cookies. No dessert. Keep meals satisfying. Days 4 to 7. Remove refined breakfast carbs. Replace cereal, pastries, toast, and sweet yogurt with protein-first meals. Days 8 to 10. Clean up snacks. Replace chips, crackers, granola bars, and sweet snacks with real food options. Nuts, plain yogurt, boiled eggs, cheese if tolerated, vegetables with hummus, or fruit with protein. Days 11 to 14. Improve dinner. Make dinner protein, vegetables, and a slower carbohydrate if needed, such as beans, lentils, or a small portion of whole food starch, depending on your goals and medical situation. And every day, walk for 10 minutes after your biggest meal. That walk is not about burning calories. It helps your muscles use glucose. Your muscles are like a sponge. When they move, they can pull more glucose from the blood. Small action, big signal. So, what happens when you stop eating added sugar for 14 days? Your cravings may quiet down. Your hunger may become more stable. Your after-meal fatigue may improve. Your body may release extra water. Your belly may feel less bloated. Your mood may feel steadier. Your skin may look calmer. Your joints may feel less stiff. Your liver gets a break. Your brain may feel clearer. But the biggest change is not just physical. You prove to yourself that sugar was not controlling you because you needed it. It was controlling you because the loop was never interrupted. 14 days is not a lifetime. It is a test, and your body is the feedback. If you try this, do it safely. Do not stop medication. Do not ignore symptoms. And if you have diabetes or take medication that affects blood sugar, work with your doctor. But if you are simply tired of cravings, tired of crashes, tired of feeling puffy and foggy, start with the first step. Remove liquid sugar tomorrow. Then give your body 14 days to speak back. Your body is always sending signals. The question is whether you are ready to listen.